I'm sure a lot of you guys has been using cloud storage services such as Dropbox, Google Drive, OneDrive, and even iCloud to store some of your files on the internet. But maybe you have not heard of something called personal cloud. Today what we have here is Western Digital's My Cloud Home personal cloud storage system. I'm John with My Everyday Tech. Let's take a look at what are these personal cloud thing is. To answer my question just now, personal cloud is something similar with public cloud services, with the difference that you own all of the files inside your own premise instead of somewhere in the data center owned by Google if you put your files inside the Google Drive. The My Cloud Home now has the same design as their My Passport portable drives. Honestly speaking, they look great. Setup process is simple. Instead of connecting to a PC, there is an included Ethernet cable to connect the My Cloud Home to the router. Power it on and we're ready to go. Head to the URL on the quick start guide and register an account, and your computer should be able to detect and establish a connection with the storage. The process is simple and straightforward. The web interface shares a lot of similarity with Dropbox, and that means it should not be very difficult for you to learn how to use it. You can create folders and upload files straight from the browser. If you download the desktop app for Windows or Mac OS, you will also get to enjoy the file and folder sync function. The mobile app is pretty bare bone, and the key function is the photo and video backup feature. While you can browse the file on the drive, create shareable links, and even manage the drive settings from the app, some of the most fundamental features are still missing from the app itself. Just to name a few, there is no mass file management such as choosing multiple files to delete. You do have sorting capabilities in the file view, but oddly enough, this crucial function is missing from Photos view. So I do hope Western Digital could step up their game in the upcoming update. By the way, My Cloud Home also supports some of the services such as Plex, IFTTT, and these. While some of these services are only available in US, but I want to particularly talk about Plex. Plex is a home media server where you can host all your videos, music, and photos on it, and you can then access all your media files from anywhere in this world as long as you have internet connection. As the Plex server will require at least some reasonable CPU power to transcode the video files, so we have to test out if it could handle high resolution video transcoding. Surprisingly, it can even deliver a 4K Samsung sample content in original file quality to our 4K LG Smart TV. That is pretty impressive, although I would still recommend you to stick with 1080p Full HD resolution video files so that you don't have to torture it so much, right? Before we wrap up this review, I'm sure a lot of you guys have this question: why should I consider buying this when I can use, let's say, Google Drive, OneDrive, or Dropbox for free? Reason number one, you are not restricted by all the limitations imposed by the public cloud services. Storage quota, bandwidth quota, file size limitation, just forget all those stuff and just use your existing internet bandwidth. Second reason, you own and you keep all your files inside your own premise. So let's say you have something really sensitive to keep in the cloud, so perhaps this is a better choice for you guys. And best of all, you still can access to all the files even though you don't have internet connection. The third reason is that you just have to pay one time for one of these. Let's say this 3TB single drive costs around 839 ringgit, while if you want to have 3TB of storage, you perhaps have to fork out extra monthly for the public cloud services. If you do the math and consider all the benefits come from it, I would say it's pretty worth the price you pay. Of course, personal cloud is not without its disadvantages. If any catastrophic disaster ever happened to this, it means you're going to lose all your data. So you still have to back up all your files in another drive, keep it somewhere else. To wrap this review, the Western Digital My Cloud Home is for those who are looking for a personal cloud storage system, but they don't want to deal with all the technical stuff to set up a NAS like the Synology NAS or QNAP NAS. That's all for this review. Thank you so much for watching, and do let us know what do you guys think of personal cloud. Would you consider buying one of these instead of those traditional USB storage? I'm John with My Everyday Tech. Talk to you guys later.